Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of learning about some great master's degree opportunities that we have for teachers in Round Rock and throughout the state. My name is Ryan Smith. I'm with the Professional Development Department at Round Rock ISD. And on the call today, or in the hangout today, we have Ms. Keita Dotson from Lamar University, who's going to be sharing an opportunity coming up for teachers around the state to take part of. You know, we always value continuing your education and learning, you know, on the job as well. So I'm going to turn it over to her, and she's going to take it from there. So Keita, go right ahead.
Perfect. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. I'm excited to talk with everyone on the call today because we've got a special going on, a first course free, which I'll get into in just a minute. So it's going to be a brief call, about 10 to 12 minutes. I'll give you a general overview of everything, and then we will specifically talk about the degree programs we have available, as well as certifications that we have. And then we'll get right into the time and money, which everyone wants to know about as well. So here's the way that our master degree programs work. They are all 100% online, which makes it very flexible and convenient for you. We do have 8 start dates a year, so we don't follow a regular semester. And that works really well for coaches, et cetera, that might not want to start at a certain time. The next start date, which I'll get into in just a minute, is our first course free. So stay tuned. Also, you pay as you go, or financial aid is available. Now, besides the flexibility that we've talked about so far, there's 2 things that teachers get very excited about. The number one reason I hear across the state of Texas, besides time and money, of why teachers put off getting a master's degree is they don't want to take that graduate record exam. So the good news is if you have a 3.0 GPA, either cumulative or last 60 hours on your undergrad, that GRE is waived, which is so exciting. Now, let's say that you might not have a 3.0 GPA. Don't despair. That's okay. You can go ahead and be admitted into the program of choice and just submit those GRE scores in within the first 9 hours. Also, no thesis. So I never know which one people are going to get more excited about. All right, let's jump right into the master degree programs that we are offering. Excuse me. Educational administration. This used to be called mid-management, which I felt was a better title because people get so hung up when I say principal certification. So just think of principal certification as providing you leadership skills. And the principal cert is included in this educational administration master's degree. One bragging point I want you to know about, Lamar University has been doing this since 2006, 2007. So we have a lot of graduates across the state of Texas. We actually prepare 25% of the principals in Texas, which is a pretty huge statistic. So please keep that in mind. If you know you want to be principal, great, this would be for you. But let's say that you might want to be an athletic director or a director of a department. This is definitely something you should take a look at because of those leadership skills. Do yourself a favor and just look at a job description in education across the state of Texas in one of those leadership roles. Probably 99% of the time, you're going to see principal certification is preferred. It's not required, but it is preferred. So next, we'll talk about educational technology leadership. Now, this also includes principal certification, but what we found is many principals needed more help or more education on technology. So half of your courses in this degree are in technology and half are in leadership, okay? Then we move on to school counseling. School counseling, pretty self-explanatory, but it's pretty much a tie between school counseling and educational administration of what I see across Texas that teachers are really interested in. Another little bragging point there, we are ranked #1 in online masters in counseling. It's a fantastic program. You will love all the professors at Lamar. Now, for those of you that know you want to stay in the classroom and we really do need you, we have a teacher leadership master's degree. So you could get the general teacher leadership master's, or you could do teacher leadership with a specialization. And as you see, we've got specializations available in special education, gifted and talented, ESL, or autism. So as you're going through and getting that teacher leadership master's degree, you can take strategies with you back in the classroom as you go. 12 hours of those specializations are available in that master's. We also have it's fairly new, this started at the end of last fall. It's called Digital Learning and Leading, or DLL for short is what I call it. This is the only master's degree program where it is not required that you have a teaching certification to be enrolled into the program. So if you are a problem solver, you're creative and innovative, and you really like to explore technology, and you want to become a change agent or an ambassador for change, this might very well be the technology degree for you. If you're interested in technology, I'm going to send you some information after the end of the presentation, and you can actually look at the courses and compare the DLL degree in technology compared to technology leadership. And I have found that that's very helpful as well. We also have a master's in special education, or we have a specialization in autism. And you'll see that asterisk there. This particular degree program is Teach Grant eligible. And I'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a moment. So let's talk about how everything is structured and the time and money. These master degree programs can be completed in 18 months, with the exception of counseling. 18 months to complete the program. You've got 5 weeks of class. You have a week break. So every 6 weeks, you complete a 3-hour credit course. So it's 12 courses, 36 credit hours. And teachers tell me that once they get through that first 6 weeks, they really know how to fit it into their schedule with social life, work, etc., family. School counseling is a little bit different. It's 48 total credit hours. So there's 16 courses in that program, and you can complete that in as few as 22 months. So all of the courses, all of the master degree programs, except counseling, the total tuition is $9,900. If you break that down, it's $825 per course. School counseling is still $825 per course, but because it's a little bit longer program, the total tuition for school counseling is $13,200. I had mentioned that the special education master's is a Teach Grant eligible degree. Just real briefly, I give you the highlights because I'm not the financial aid expert, and I'll send you the information of who to contact on that. But basically, that means that you're eligible for upfront money. And as you can see here on that second bullet point, they break that down per year, but it equals up to about $7,400 and change. Now, anytime you get grant money, they want something in return. So once you complete that special ed master's degree, they want you to teach for 4 years. You have 8 years to do that, but teach for 4 years on a Title I campus in a high-need field. So that makes that particular degree program even more affordable. As I said, we have multiple start dates. So you can see that the next start date is April 11th. All of our application deadline dates are about 30 days prior to, so that's coming up. It's March 14th. This particular start date only, so application deadline date is what you need to keep in mind, March 14th. You can get your first course free. And we have had tons of teachers from across the state benefit from this. They get really excited about being able to get that first course free. But it is only for that March application deadline date, and you must start on April 11th. And then you can see the next start date after that. On the link that I will send to you, you'll see the other start dates as they progress through the year. I do want to mention a couple of certifications that we have. If you have a master's degree already and you like what I had to say about that principal certification providing leadership skills, this might be of interest to you. We do have a standalone principal certification program, and basically it's half the amount of time and half the amount of money. So if you've got your master's, you can complete your principal certification in 9 months. Total tuition for that is $4,950. For those of you that might already be principals and you want to continue moving up the ladder, so to speak, we also have the superintendent certification. Once again, you can complete that in 9 months, and total tuition for that is $4,950. For those of you that might be paraprofessionals, or you know someone that wants to complete their bachelor degree, we do have what I call the BAAS, and that stands for Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences. A couple of things with this. It works a little bit differently than our master degree programs. You can actually take a course and get credit for work and military experience. And for all of you, I will have a program specialist reach out to you from a 409 number, and any questions that you have, they can talk to you a little bit further regarding this. Also, you can obviously transfer credits with this, and you can take more than one course at a time. Your courses are in an 8-week format versus the 5-week format that the master's was. You might want to start out by taking one course at a time, but let's say during the summer you have more time available, so you might take 2, 3, 4 courses. That's totally up to you. So depending upon how many credits are transferred and how many courses that you take at a time, that's going to determine how long it takes you to complete that bachelor's degree. So there's some flexibility points in there. This is per course, $744 per course for the Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences. Start dates for the BAAS, application deadline date is May 9th, and the next start date is June 6th. And again, we have multiple start dates there as well. I have a resourceful links document that I can email out to you, and it will have, for the special ed master's degree, the Teach Grant information, along with several other helpful links as well. Pardon me, I hit a wrong button here.
That's okay.
So again, I will email you all the details that we talked about so you don't have to remember all of it. A program specialist will reach out to you from a 409 area code to tell you where to send your transcripts and answer any questions and take it from there. And there is a $25 application fee. No need to write this down. Like I said, they will give that to you. Please take a look at this link. It's degree.lamar.edu/KETA, K-E-T-A. Everything that we have talked about, even drilling down and looking at the courses or looking at other start dates that might not have been on the screen, everything that you need will be on that link. So I'll make sure that I get that to you as well. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and please reach out to me if you have any questions that we did not get answered here today. Ryan, back to you.
All right, thank you, Keita. It looks like there's some great opportunities for folks in a lot of different types of roles. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I've been struggling with a cough. You don't have any degree programs to improve that, do you, Keita?
I'm sorry, say that?
Oh, never mind. I was making a joke.
It cut out for a minute. Technology, you love it and you hate it, right?
But anyway, thank you, Keita. We'll be sharing this video out with through our various channels to Round Rock ISD and beyond, and really encourage everybody, if you are looking to further your education, to consider this one. So thank you very much. You can always check out more of us at pd.roundrockisd.org, or you can follow us on Twitter at RRISDPD. And I want to thank you all very much and have a great day. Bye.
Thanks, Ron.